We started the Jack Miller Center Award for Civic Education Leadership to recognize a national leader who has had an extraordinary impact on civic literacy in our country. There are a lot of people doing great work out there for civic education right now in our country. And yet, when our committee got together to figure out who ought to be the inaugural recipient of this award, it was unanimous.
I first met Ben over 30 years ago. And over those 3 decades, he has been a steadfast friend, intellectual partner, and comrade in common concerns ranging from strengthening American national security to reforming universities to renewing civic education.
Ben Sasse receiving an award around civic education to me is like common sense. Ben has always been focused on making sure that the average American citizen understood the power of our great country.
There's nothing guaranteed about the survival of a constitutional democracy. It requires leadership, and it requires leadership particularly in the capacity building for good government, for our ability to deliberate together, to be stewards of our institutions together. And there is no better model of how to do that in our country today than Ben Sasse.
That is because Ben loves the idea of America, our commitment to ordered liberty, to the principle that all men are created equal. But Ben also loves the reality of America. The farmers and truckers, the doctors and lawyers, the soldiers and professors, families, churches, synagogues, and civic gatherings that together make up our great nation.
Senator Ben Sasse is a scholar statesman, somebody who taught his colleagues about the importance of our institutions and taught the public about the importance of constitutional government, and somebody who, as president of the University of Florida, established a nation-leading institution called the Hamilton School for Classical and Civic Education that is having a profound effect on the civic education movement in our country at this time.
More important than just his education, however, Ben is a good man. A man who's committed his public life to public service, trying to find a way to make America a stronger, better place to live.
Ben has over and over taught me how to put first things first, of how to take friendship seriously, how to make time for it in a busy life. He's a model of how to put family first, even when doing that means putting everything else to the side. And of course, this has made him a model of how to live a public life, how to serve in elected office without forgetting what the office is for.
Thank you, Ben, for your courage, for your dedication to this country, and by the way you are living your life. Proverbs 27:17 reminds us, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens the other. Ben, thank you for sharpening me.
He has advanced the cause of civics in everything that he has done. As a scholar and a teacher, he made the history of our country his subject. As a political leader, he offered a model of what our constitutional system requires of public officials at the very highest levels. As a university president, he prioritized civic thought and civic learning. There could be no better recipient of this award than Ben Sasse. He's a truly spectacularly great American.